This is the football podcast from We Play Strong, and this is the one where the UEFA Women's Champions League went next level. My name is Rocky Hehakaija and I am your host. As you may know, we're usually talking about some of the biggest challenges in the game with some of the biggest stars in the game. So you definitely need to check out our other episodes on Spotify and YouTube. But today we're chatting all things UEFA Women's Champions League. And of course, I'm not alone. Joining us for today's podcast, it's Wolfsburg's Netherlands striker and Team Visa athlete, Shanice Von Desunder. Shanice, how have you been?
Hey, Rocky, and hey, everyone. Yeah, I've been great, and I'm really excited for tonight, and I'm really excited for the final. So I hope you guys are in here, and let's enjoy together.
Cool. It's so good to have you here. And next up, we have Austria and Bayern Munich midfielder, the one, the only, Saddrasil. Sara, how you doing?
Hey everybody, hey Rocky. Super excited to be here. Even though I can't play tonight, I can't wait for the game. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, let's have fun together. Let's enjoy it together. Let's do it.
Sarah. Yeah, and it's also amazing to have you here. And last but not least, the newest We Play Strong vlogger. She's from Germany and also a Wolfsburg defender, Lena Oberdorf. How are you feeling today, Lena?
Hey, I'm good. I'm looking forward to the game also, and I'm super happy to be here to be part of this huge event. And yeah, I can't wait to get it already started.
All right, it's time to get into it. So, Chelsea versus Barcelona. What a final we're in for. I mean, we have a manager like Emma Hayes at the Chelsea side. Sarah, I mean, it's the first female manager who is in the final of the UEFA Women's Champions League. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's awesome. I just think that shows how the game is growing. And in my opinion, Emma Hayes, she seems so confident and she gives that confidence to her players. So yeah, you can just kind of feel her presence on the field, if that makes sense. Mm. And I remember after our first game, even though they lost, she was like, I'm not worried. You will see the players will perform next week and we will make it through. And I think she just gives that to the players, and that's why they perform so good as well. So she's really good in my opinion and what I've seen. And I'm glad that a woman is on the sideline tonight.
How do you think, how important is that role of Emma Hayes, Shanice?
I think she's really important for this team. She gets everyone how do you say, the nose at the same way, or like the faces the same way. And I think that's the most important thing. When you have a coach like that who motivates you every single training session, every single game. I mean, I'm not there during training sessions, but that's how it seems. When you see the squad, when you see her like on the side of the game, on the line, yeah, you see her coaching and you see that she has that she is like the boss of the team. And of course, a coach is the boss of the team, but you can actually see what she is doing with all the players. And I think that's great with the qualities she has. She has great qualities, but also like the defense line is not the best defense line, I think so. But they are in the final, and I think that's great for a Chelsea team.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, and last question about Chelsea before we switch over to Barcelona. How big is this for English football? So it's the second time an English club have reached the final. Arsenal previously won this in 2006 and 2007, the UEFA Women's Champions League final. Mm-hmm. Hey, but how big is this for English football, Lena?
Yeah, I think it's a really big deal in England also, because I think they have a good fan connection to the fans and everything. When we played with the German team in England, we had 78,000 viewers, and it was just an amazing feeling. And I think they are on the wave, and when they keep going like this, then it will be bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I totally agree. Hey, and Shanice, you used to play in England a while ago. Do you see that league has changed a lot?
Yeah, for sure. But you can also see it like the players who are going to the English league. Like there are great players on the moment. Also like Pernille Harder, who played in Germany. She's also playing for Chelsea now in England. So you can see that big names are going to England. Also the American players. So yeah, you can see that a lot is happening in England.
Yeah, definitely. I see what you're saying. Hey, and Barcelona, I mean, it's their second time in the UEFA Women's Champions League final. And how have Barcelona improved since their defeat in the 2019 final, where you played against them and you played an important role in that final? How do you see the improvement on their side?
I mean, I've also talked to Lieke because, yeah, of course, Lieke and me, we are like friends. And she said we have learned a lot from that final. And I think that was the first time that they were in the final, in the Champions League final. And I think you need to have the experience as well. Like they have been there, and it was like after 5 minutes, 4-0 down. So it was crazy. But then now she also took the experience with her. And you can see on Instagram as well that some players are posting like, oh, this happened in 2019 and we want to win it now. You can see it and you can feel it, that they are thinking about that final and that they take the experience with them. So I think that's a good thing. But the other way around, I think for sure they have improved. Like they are much better than before. But Barcelona have always been good. But they are like, now the topics are like perfect, almost perfect. And then as well in the national team, like all the players are playing in the national team, so they are always playing together, like in training at Barcelona and also at the national team. So you can see they are improving a lot, or that they have improved a lot. But then the other way around, I think mental, they put too much pressure on themselves tonight. That's what I feel, and that's what I think. I hope not, because I think a team as Barcelona deserve to win the Champions League with the way of playing. But then the other way around, yeah, I hope that they don't put too much pressure on themselves and that they will just fly and enjoy tonight.
Okay, cool. Let's get into some fan questions. This one is from Roos Schelen, and it's to Lena and to Sarah. If you were to play at any English club, which would it be? Lena.
Oh, it's a hard question.
Good question.
Ah,
a good
I have to
question.
think a little. Oh, I don't know. I would love to. I think there's so many good teams. So
it is difficult.
I would say Chelsea because they have a good season this season, and I think there will come a lot of good seasons after. And yeah, it would be nice to play there. But I'm also happy in Wolfsburg, so
no, you're staying.
rumors.
This has nothing to do with any transfers. This is just a fan question, so that's okay. Sarah, for you.
Basically, any top 3 or 4 team is really cool in England, I think. I've always liked Man City. I don't know, not just the women's team, also the men's team. So maybe Man City, but Chelsea is also really cool. Arsenal, I don't know, but I just say Man City just to say something different than Lena. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say the training clothes, then I can say more.
Yeah. All right, cool. So moving on. Flore Blues is asking, let's ask this one to you, Shanice. Do you think Barcelona and Chelsea are the top teams this year? In a way, are they the 2 best teams this year, or did you expect any other team to be in the final?
Oh, that's a good one. I think for now, yeah, I think they are the 2 top teams for sure. Like I've been for a long time in Lyon, but they are not like on that level anymore. Like for sure they have great players, but you can see that they lost something and where they have to work on. And you can see that other teams are developing, and that's why they are also in the Champions League final. And I think it's great to see another team there, but it's also tough to not be there. Yeah, to be by myself in the final, because the last 3 years I've played the final, and then it's hard. But yeah, to answer the question, for sure they are the best 2 teams.
Yeah. Okay, they proved it to you. All right, last question before we go on to the next section. It's from Kerstin Schuch. Do you think with fans in the stands, the games against Chelsea or Barcelona and Wolfsburg, I also see Wolfsburg coming in there, would have led to a different outcome if we would have the Chelsea fans,
the
Barcelona? Yeah? Why?
I think so, yeah, for sure. With the fans, everything is so different. I mean, I'm that type of player, but it's not only me. I think everyone gets like different stuff from supporters. I think so. Yeah, of course, it changed.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if different winner. I don't know if it would have been a different winner, but it's a different feeling. It's a different atmosphere. And of course, it would have been a different game in some way. So I think we all agree on this one. The fans are missing, but we're still happy that we can play, and it's a privilege to still play. But yeah, they're definitely missing.
There have been some huge games in the lead up to the final with 9 new teams competing this year. Let's take a look back at the season, starting with the semifinals. We have to start with you, Sarah, because the Bayern Munich against Chelsea, you were playing, you scored an amazing goal, a rocket launcher, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. How did you experience the semifinals, and can you take us back with you?
Yeah, for me, it was just amazing to be in a Champions League semifinal. It's my first year here at Bayern Munich, my first year in the Champions League. And I think in the first game, we were set up very well. We played with 5 in the back, which was important to keep their attack quiet most of the game. We scored a good goal. And then, unfortunately, they scored a really lucky goal, in my opinion. It was like a free kick and bounced off the head. But we still turned it around, and it was like 2-1, and you go back to London with a 2-1 advantage. And yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't make it through. I think we scored the important away goal, and then in the end, it was 3-1, and we almost scored the 3-2. Everything would have been different. Everyone would have celebrated, and yeah, great, we're in the final, but that's part of the game. That's football. And so, yeah, definitely Chelsea deserved to be through, because they won, but it's still painful, and I think we were super close. But yeah, next year, new chance, and hopefully we can make it better.
Yeah, because it's your first season at Bayern as well. And what have you learned as a player from this experience?
That it's super close by now, like that we have so many good teams in Europe, and that there is like, I say the top 8 or maybe top 10 is super close. Any team can win, any team can go through. And I'm glad to see this. I'm glad to see that the gap is getting closer and closer. We have 2 teams in the final who've never won the Champions League, which is amazing. So I'm looking forward to the next few years to see who will be on top.
Yeah, I love this positive mindset of you, Sarah.
Yeah,
but I mean, you're right. It's the only way we know Sarah. I mean, that is a fact. Okay, the other semifinal, PSG against Barcelona. I'm a huge Barcelona fan, but I was also rooting for PSG since they knocked out the team to beat, of course, Lyon. The party that they had in the dressing room, I think, went viral. And what did you think about these games, Shanice?
I think the games were really close, but I haven't really watched both of games, like the full game. But yeah, first of all, like when I saw Lieke scoring that goal, like it was quite early, it was in the 8th minute at the second game, right? Then you can see that, yeah, like Barcelona would win this game, because you can see the energy and everything that happened when Lieke scored that goal. But also PSG has a really great team, and I was also cheering for them, because they have trying to beat Lyon so many times, and then they beat them, and then I thought, yeah, they deserve to go to the final as well. But then the other way around, yeah, Barcelona is a great team as well. So I think the games were good and nice to watch for the supporters. But then, yeah, it's sad that they are not there, but for sure, it's good for Barcelona as well to be in the final.
Yeah, it's either way, right?
Yeah, it's either way. Yeah, it's hard because both teams are so good and they have great players. But then, yeah, Barcelona really deserve it because of the way of playing. But then PSG, yeah, they have developed as well. And you can see that the way of playing against Lyon.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So, yeah.
And moving on, Lena. In the quarterfinal, Chelsea knocked you out with Wolfsburg. How did you experience those games? How was that for you?
Yeah, it was a big experience for me because it was also the first Champions League game where I really played a lot and played in the starting 11 and stuff. And I think those games are these games where you can get better and better. Not every game in the league, maybe when you have a cup game or something, then you play against lower teams or something. And yeah, I think when you play against the top teams, then it counts. It didn't count when you play a cup game against like lower leagues or something. Yeah. And then you can prove that you're good enough to be there. And I like those games, and it's so many emotions in the game. Yeah, unluckily I only had one game, but yeah, they did it good.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Lena. We're moving on. So as we said in the title, the UEFA Women's Champions League has leveled up with the new format coming in 2021 and 2022. And the competition will now include a home and away 16-team group stage for the first time. How important is this new group stage, Sarah?
I think it's very important. It gives an opportunity to other teams to reach the Champions League. For example, in Germany, it has always been the top 2 teams, and now it's the top 3 teams who get a chance to qualify in different leagues as well. So I think it's important to grow the game, and I think that helps because you have a group stage, you have more Champions League games to be played. You can make it more accessible to viewers and stuff, and you can grow the women's game. So I think it's a really good system, and I'm excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Sarah, is it making it more difficult as well for example, Bayern to reach to the final?
It could be. It's also like the second spot here in our league has to qualify, which can also be hard. So it could be a bit more difficult, but I'm excited. I'm just excited to play a group stage, to play more Champions League game than what we've been doing this season. And yeah, it's a cool system, and I can't wait to get started, to be honest.
Cool. Yeah, and that's the same thing as just what Lena said, is that these are the games. Of course, you also want to win the league, but these are the games that you live for, right? And that you really want to play. So if you can play more of them, the more the merrier. So the new format means a 20% increase in the number of matches. We just spoke about that. That is important. But the one that's really huge to me is that all games will be available on television or on online streaming. Yeah, Shanice, what does that mean for the game?
I think it's really important for the women's game. That's what we need. And yeah, that's what we also missed in the last few years. So it's really, it's not only improving on the pitch, also like off the pitch. And that's great to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and we spoke about it in the green room because we actually have a green room. And I also told you about me trying to find a stream to look at the live matches. Let's not tell the whole story. But it's so nice that it's more easy for now. And considering the above that we just spoke about, how exciting is the road to Turin going to be in the new season? We know Sarah is super excited, but Lena, how excited are you for the new season?
Yeah, I'm also super excited for it. And yeah, it starts at 0, I think, in the next season. And yeah, I can't wait to get it started and play a lot of Champions League games. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Okay, let's dive back into some fan questions. I see Alina Alina R. She just asked the question about the format, what you just think about it. So we answered that one. This is a nice one from Jana Rockenel. Which league is currently the best in Europe? Is it France, England, or Germany? You can all 3 answer that. Let's start with Sarah.
That's a hard question. Obviously, the English league is improving. They are investing a lot of money. They're getting really good players. But I still think that the German league is really good as well. And you can see in the games like Bayern against Chelsea or Wolfsburg against Chelsea that there's still the same level. And yeah, so I think all the leagues are growing, which is good. And it's hard to say which one is the best league. But since I play in Germany, I still say the German league is the best league. Yeah.
I think we're going to get 3 of the same answers. I'm not sure. But Lena, what do you think?
I think every league is very good, but I also think the German league is like the gaps between the teams are not that big. Like you can go to the game and say, yeah, we win. But in German, it's like, okay, we have to be fully focused on the game and there are no mistakes or something could happen. And yeah, you have to be fully focused on the games and you can't go anywhere and say, yeah, we will win anyways. So I think it's the interesting league in European.
Okay. Hey, Shanice, and you?
Yeah, I haven't been playing for so long in Germany. So yeah, that's true what Lena is saying. Like the games or the opponents are really close to each other. Like we played against Sanden and that they're like down in the league and we played like 3-1 or 3-2, something like that. So it's not that you win like 6-0 or something. So I think the league in Germany is great, but also the league in England. So I think both of them are really improving and getting better.
Up
So
there.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Catalina Salas is asking you, Shanice, how does it feel to win a Champions League? But we're going to get to that later on. So, Catalina, sit tight. Let's see. Okay. Selina Skochvol, massive fan of women's football. That's what she is. So, have you seen a development of interest in the women's game throughout the last season? And how does this affect you? It says guys, but I'm going to say girls. So, how does this affect you, girls, Sarah?
Yeah, I think it has grown, but it's also more accessible to people to watch the games, and that's why it has grown. But I think there's still room to improve. And like you mentioned earlier, it's a big step that all the games from Champions League will be available to watch. Because that's how you grow the audience. And yeah, we've felt the support in the last few years. We've felt that it's getting bigger and bigger. And I just hope that it continues like this. And I'm just glad to be part of it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we just also in the green room again spoke about the last time that we saw each other. That was at the Women's World Cup, the France against the United States game. And I mean, that was massive as well.
That was massive.
Right.
Yeah.
You can feel like Naomi Campbell was at the front row and we were like, whoa, what's not only
and we were right behind her. No,
yeah, that's true. We were behind her, but it was just so cool. You could really feel that like the growing of the game. Okay, last question before we move on from Radha Gupta. And I think that she is right because she says the biggest question of all, who is winning the Bundesliga this year? Sarah and Lena and Shanice, who's gonna win?
I let them start answering.
Hey.
Lena, what do you think?
Oh, I really don't know. I think Bayern is 2 points ahead, but they have difficult games, I think, in Leverkusen and against Frankfurt. We also have to play against Frankfurt, but yeah, I have to ask Sarah if they are nervous or something, or like a little bit shaking, or because we are like behind you. So watch out.
Yeah, it's a tight league this year, and I think that's what's so exciting. That we have 2 games left, and they are right behind us, and they won't make it easy for us. So, yeah, it's in our own hands. But still, I think if we don't win the last 2 games, we don't deserve to win the league, in my opinion. So we have to give our best, and hopefully we can do it. But we know that Wolfsburg is right behind us, and they're just waiting for us to mess up.
So but I think you have played such a great season. I think in the first half of the season you had 1 goal against. So when you win it, you deserve it. So yeah,
keep going. Sure.
But
we'll see.
We're behind you.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. I mean, that's a really nice one, especially to hear you all speak about that and, to feel a little bit of that rivalry, because that is nice. Okay, one more question before we're going to get into the game, because we actually have a game show and you can actually be a winner tonight, even if you're not in the Champions League final. So, Shanice, we also had it as a question from the fans. What is it like playing at the final, the UEFA Women's Champions League final?
Oh, first of all, it's a great question, because now I think back about winning it at the first time in Kiev, because I wasn't in the starting 11 and we went 1-0 down against Wolfsburg, and then we played extra time and Pernille scored 1-0, and then everyone was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Wolfsburg is going to win. And I was so mad because I really wanted to play. And then I came on and I had 3 assists in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And we won that was my first time that we won the Champions League final. And that feeling, I can't even describe it. But every time I'm seeing the medal at my house, it's just that feeling. And I get goosebumps on my arms. And it's like, yeah, you have to win it, girls. Seriously, if you win it, you can't even describe that feeling. It's amazing.
Unreal, yeah.
Yeah, and then also the second time against Barcelona, that was also crazy. That was the game that I started. And then, yeah, the full stadium. You see the cup already, because when you have to warm up, the cup is already in the stadium. And when you see that cup, you think, I want to win this cup, because that's why I'm playing for, right? So it's first of all, it's amazing. Seriously, I can't even describe, but it's unbelievable, like winning this cup.
Yeah,
and I want to win it again.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm so mad that I'm not in the final, but Yeah, I think it's nice for the other teams that they have never won it, and it's good to play for this cup.
Yeah, and it makes you hungry again, I think, to go
exactly.
into the next season.
It is.
Forever hungry, or Shanice?
Huh?
Forever hungry?
Yeah,
Always hungry?
forever. Yeah, even you win it once, or 2 or 3 times, I want to win it again.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. I can't. I mean, I want to say I can imagine, but I can't because I mean, never. I was in the stadium. That is a fact. But
Me too.
I mean, I'm too old. I'm already too old. Yeah, you were there as well, Sarah. Yay! Okay, let's move on because we're, time is flying, and like we do on every podcast, it's time for a game. Like I said, Shanice, Sarah, and Lena, this is the UEFA Women's Champions League final game show, and you can actually be a winner tonight. So, that's good. Right? Yeah.
Yay.
We start with Guess Who. So I give you a short description about a player, and you have to guess who I'm talking about. And all of you watching, listening, you can, of course, play as well and put it in the question box if you know who we're talking about. So, here we go.
Can I have someone in my team?
Yes, you can. Yes, I don't know. I don't think you have any access to the question box. That's only me, But okay.
Telephone choker, so you can call someone.
Maybe you can have exactly.
I would call Shanice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's start.
Wait, do we put our hand up, or is it?
No, you just scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. Shanice knows how it works. So you just scream the name of the player that you think that it is. So, okay. This player played for Bayern Munich for 6 years, left in the summer for Chelsea, and then
Melanie. Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, Melanie Leupolz.
Oh. Yes, Sarah. Woohoo! That's one for you. That's one for you, right? That was Sarah, right? Because I'm...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Second one. This is a question. Which 2 players are current joint top goal scorers for the 2020-21 season?
Sam Kerr?
2 players. One from Chelsea, one from Barcelona.
Oh. Sam Kerr and Hermoso?
You've got one good. One is okay.
It's Hermoso.
And
Frank Kirby.
Yes.
This is Frank Kirby, yeah?
What? Yes, Sarah,
yeah. Hermoso.
Half a point is Shanice because she said Hermoso.
Okay, true. Half a point for Shanice.
Okay, 1.5.
Half a point for Sarah as well. And
I think my headphones aren't working, so...
Oh, okay. That's why.
I think so too, Lena. I think so too. Okay, cool. Let me see if the fans are also if everyone is speaking. Fran Hermoso, Leopold, Frank Kirby. Yes. Okay, I see them. They're right. So okay, I wish they could have helped you.
Better than us and faster.
Yeah, they are better and faster for sure.
Yeah. But maybe not on the pitch, but maybe with this, yes. Okay, this one is easy. So okay, be ready. Part of the We Play Strong squad scored an absolute blinder against Chelsea in the semi-final.
Sarah.
Oh. Yes.
Hey, I won!
Shanice. What? Yes, Shanice, 1 point.
Yeah, but it's only because I want you to speak out, and Shanice is only
diving
into the question. You're diving into the question. You have to hear it first.
Because I hear one word, I think, that's it.
You know how Shanice is. She's just going to go full speed,
Yeah,
That's
but
just Shanice.
I have a good behavior, and Shanice is just
How was that? Forever hungry.
Yeah.
I want to win this thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like this game. I love
okay,
it.
so it's 1.5 for Shanice and 1.5 for Sarah. And Lena, come on, step your game up. Okay. Okay, so Lena. This is actually not anything that you could win, but we will get back to that. So this is more you choose between 2 options. It is just funny. So, okay, would you rather, you have to choose between 2 options. 1, would you rather have Pernille Harder or Vivianne Miedema up front? Lena, this is just a question.
Pernille Harder.
Pernille Harder. Okay, Sarah?
I say 5th. Yeah.
I say 5th.
Okay. All right.
But I want Pernille not in front. I want Pernille a little bit on a 10.
Okay.
So 5th
okay.
up front.
5th up front, Pernille on the 10. Okay, cool. Another one. Would you rather have a free season ticket for life, but you have to go to the game in full kit or never go to a match again?
Oh no, I will go in
Shanice.
full kit. I will go in
Yeah,
full
me too,
kit.
me
I will
too.
rock it.
Yeah.
Would even do it like
Doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Voluntary, we go there
Yeah.
volunteer in the full kit.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like
And then
always.
maybe they can use me as well when someone gets injured.
Stop me on, stop me on.
Shanice in the stadium.
Yeah, I'm
Shanice,
ready.
come.
Shade.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, last one. Would you rather lose the league and your rivals lose the UEFA Women's Champions League, or win the league and your rivals win the UEFA Women's Champions League?
Win-win, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Win the league. Yeah.
Shanice?
Or I want to win something. So
I think the rivals
Forever.
are also in the league, and then you have to be like for the German ones in the international.
I agree.
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, forever hungry.
Like
Forever.
when, for example, when Wolfsburg is in the final, I would still want them to win because I know the players and they're still the German team. So
Yeah. No, you sympathize with them. I agree. Yeah.
unless
Okay.
we play against each other, but then
No, then no.
And some
Yeah.
love, Sarah. Send
Yeah,
some love.
Sarah.
Okay, going back for two more options to win. So this is She Said What. Try to guess who these quotes are from, okay?
Oy, oy, oy.
So I'm going to speak and then you can just scream the name and then you can
Shanice,
ask
you're
us.
here. Speak and then scream.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can-
okay.
but if you know it while I'm speaking, you can also scream. So
Okay.
that's fine, okay? You're not rude, Lena.
No.
You got this. Okay, no, you're not. You can do this. Okay, I grew up loving the Champions League. Then I got to
Ada.
play the... Yeah, that's... Oh, excuse me. Yes, yes, Shanice, that's good. Okay, sorry. Ada Hegerberg, let me finish this. Then I got to
Yeah,
play in the UEFA Women's Champions League. Then I got to win five of them, and become the all-time leading goal scorer. Yeah, there can only be one. That's Ada Hegerberg. Okay, Shanice, so it's 2.5, 1.5. And Lena, you could just, score one, just to...
Just being part of it. Just being part of it.
Exactly. So
Nice.
girls, please give her a chance. Okay, here we go. And Sarah, I mean, if you score, you equalize. Okay, so I worked my whole life for today. And
Emma
I'm
Hayes.
so...
No.
Yes. Yes, it's Emma Hayes.
Yes!
Yeah,
Nailed it.
No.
yes. Who was it? Was it Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Sarah,
no.
yeah.
Well, you equalized. Okay, so great effort. And the winner is we have two winners. So we don't. I don't have another question.
You can also
so-
say you have one loser. So
No, Lena. No, I don't want to put you. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do that to you. So thank you so much. We're already at the end. It's
Oh,
time.
that's fast.
Yeah, I know,
really
right? It's
So what did
always-
we win?
So you won. Yeah, that's a good question. I think you won this title of the We Play Strong House winner, game show winner, something.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Perfect.
I have a
Nice.
medal for you. It's coming. Wait for it.
congrats,
Coming to
ladies.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Hey,
also
and,
won for you, Obi.
Yeah, you're, and then still it's like, okay, Bundesliga. So it's
Yeah.
it's still in between Bayern Munich and Wolfsburg. So we're gonna see what's happening. Shanice, Sarah, and Lena, thank you so much for joining. It's been lovely catching up. And to all of you lovely listeners, remember to follow and subscribe for more awesome football content. Over and out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.